Hello Scorpio, thank you for joining me here. This is gonna be your monthly reading for month of March as usual. And if you're coming back, thank you so much. Thank you so much for supporting this channel. And if you are first time, this is like an in-depth reading of your energy. I try to, it's not just what happening in your surroundings at this situation, in this situation, at this moment, but I also try to give a different perspective, so it's kind of run deep and kind of long. So if you're into that kind of stuff, so this is for you. And thank you so much for supporting support this channel. Thank you so much. All right, without any further delay, I feel this eager to jump into this reading. So without any further delay, without any further talking, let's get into this. Okay, let's get a major arcana to see major energy that you are going to be honing and already honing right now in this month and beyond. Scorpio. Sometimes it's very hard to, because it's only 22 cards, because it's major arcana, right? For one card to come out, and I'm like a little stubborn with, like I can pick one, but I just feel like, okay, I'm just gonna wait for 2 more rounds, let it jump. I'm a little stubborn with that, but if it doesn't come in 2-3 times, then I'm gonna pick one. Okay, I really do not like pick one. I feel like let things come to me. Alright, I feel like it's kind of forcing me to pick one. Alright, the moment I said that, Chariot. Who else got a Chariot? I don't remember who else got a Chariot. Someone else got Chariot as well. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Maybe it does, but I cannot remember the sign. So, alright, it's like a very confident movement. Very confident movement. Outer movement though. It's a very external movement. It's like an external conquer. Like if you have been, like physically and mentally, if you have been in a stuck mode for quite a while, this is like, okay, you're moving from that energy. This is like a energy shifting, major energy shifting, and the energy shifting towards movement, towards getting things done, making things happen, turning dream into reality, that kind of energy, Alright. And it's also 7. Number 7 comes right after Lovers. Who got Lovers? Today I did Aquarius. They got Lovers and you got Chariot. Back to back. Okay, I don't know, maybe there's something. Yeah, 7 is also space. I think collectively we're feeling very spiritual. To 2020, something has changed. Whether you're in tune with that or not, I cannot say. But I can feel that collectively there is a shape-shifting going on. Alright, let's see. Definitely I'm gonna get more detail into that, but let's get the Oracle card and see what is the energy first. I'm using this Animal Spirit card. Starfish, yes. Showing up. Water sign. Oh, you are water there. Very much in your element. Maybe that's why you're feeling like finally it's moving. Finally, whatever was in the dark, starfish is all about coming into the light. Starfish can be superficial, but I don't feel like it's a superficial. Right now, I feel like you are either bringing something into light that has been put you under in the dark phase of yours for quite a long time, or you are bringing your truth to light. Either could be someone's truth that hold you back, or it's your truth. We don't know yet, right? But whatever the situation is, with the starfish, the Chariot, definitely there is something coming into the light, coming onto the surface. No more secrecy, no more darkness, no more under this, okay, I don't know yet, no more this dilemma of not knowing. Chariot comes from the knowledge of really knowing where you are going and why you are going. Like, let's say you want to move to somewhere. It's like not just an impulsive decision and not just a whim. It's a very much knowing, I want to move because that place gonna help me to grow in a certain way, so I'm moving. That movement has a very directionality. And with the starfish combination with chariot, I feel like there is a things that coming up on the surface. Or maybe, like, not, or I feel like there is all these things. It's not, our life is not compartmentalized most of the time. Seriously, we force them to do compartmentalize sometimes to make things happen in real life, but in reality it's all connected. And starfish, I feel like, by letting this truth come on, like, on the surface, you are also letting, somehow this has to do with your inner self or your talent or who you are. Like, maybe you have been holding on to your talent. Maybe you have certain kind of talent which may not be kind of taboo, or you are like, okay, done with that. This is my time. I'm gonna show it. Present it to the world, and you are very confident to go after it. Or it could be a relationship that you had not bring it to the light because of XYZ, or whatever the reason, or whatever the circumstances were, situation were. It's all, take it as it resonates, okay? But with the starfish, I feel like, okay, now I'm gonna bring it to the reality, and I'm not gonna be ashamed, and I'm not gonna be hiding it anymore. No more hiding. That's what I say. No more. It doesn't have to be deliberate hiding, but whatever was under, in the unknown zone, or in the zone of hiding from people, or kind of a zone of secrecy, a zone of privacy, it's kind of coming onto the public because you are so charged to go ahead with this. Claim it. You are claiming. It's very powerful energy I'm getting. Get one more card for starfish. One more energy for starfish. I got raccoon in the back here. See, no more hiding. Something, your talent, I feel like it's something to do with your talent, something to do with who you are in real, who you are, you deeply feel inside. Maybe you did not have a chance, or maybe you did not feel that confident to really show it to the world, or show it to people that you know, or that you come across. That raccoon in reverse, I might, things are not in reverse. It's like that things are coming out. Raccoon like to hide, like to feel like they have a little confidence issue. That is, starfish is all about confidence. Something coming to light, something real big for you. It is important for you, and you have made this deliberate decision to go after it, to have this momentum going. One more card. Well, in reverse, another water sign. I usually do not do animal like this tarot oracle card in reverse, but I feel like this meant to be reverse. I feel like with well in reverse, well is a very healing energy. Well and shark, both of them are very deep, subconscious, deep emotion, deep knowing, underworld. It's like your card, Scorpio. It's your card. Knowing all this deep emotion, something which people don't talk about those emotions because they feel like, oh my god, this is too deep, or what people gonna think. But well in reverse, you kind of went into that kind of depth. Okay, now everything coming to a circle here. You went to that depth for quite a long time because you need to go through this in order to understand your situation. And that, though, when you go deep, external momentum is very minimal because it's like very deep, and you are like feeling, you are like really understanding this emotion, the source of those emotion, and the thing that deep dark, and the now well in reverse is like coming out to the light. See how black to this coming out to the light. That's why you are showing up. That's why the momentum is coming. Oh my god, this is really beautiful. Everything is linked, and all of, okay, just a chariot is also water sign ruled. You are in your element. 3 cards dominated by water element. I don't know. It's very, very interesting. Lot of water element. Let's get another oracle card, and then we're gonna jump into the tarot. them came up. Should I take 2 of them? Yes. 2 is not that much. I'm gonna take it. Yeah, okay. I feel like this somebody who got this. Was it Libra? I don't know. I don't remember. I really don't remember. After I do reading, I don't remember. So we got 3 and 4, 31 break down to 4, and 8 and 4, which is 12, break down to 3. 3 and 4 back to back. And I feel like something hold you back. Yeah, this deep emotion that you hold you back. Or maybe that emotion towards certain kind of responsibility, certain kind of obligation that you felt. And you have been dreaming about it. You have been dreaming about this movement. You have been dreaming about this showing the light to this matter and coming to the light with this truth. You have been dreaming about it. It has been on your mind for quite a long time, but you couldn't really manifest it because you need to understand the deep rooted emotion that you had to delve deep, and you have done it. And you realize, okay. And I also feel when you delve deep into this, the situation, you realize that how this situation, you might not realize that before, that how this situation actually controlling you to stay where you are. Whatever situation you revealed, whatever situation you delved deep into, you came to a realization that that situation was not really helping you to be who you are. It came from a sense of emotional support, but that emotional support really did not really support you true form, in a true form. And you have been dreaming it subconsciously to be present, to be you, to be you. I'm hearing this very like you, authentic you, or authentic you, whatever you feel that authentic way in that moment. We are all changing. Whatever authentic we feel right now, maybe 10 years down the line we won't feel the same thing, or maybe 5 years, maybe lesser than that. But whatever your conviction at this moment, who you are, you could not really express that because you felt there is a lot of emotional entanglement and you were drawn to that emotional entanglement, but then you felt that stuckness, and when you delve deep into it, you realize that situation or that person and the group of people, it could be family, it could be job, whatever. Please take it as it is. I cannot point out the 1,000 different scenario, but you have to use your intuition to really vibe with this energy that I'm gonna point out the energy that I'm getting. And you realize that it really held you back. That's why the well is upside down. It's coming from this deep ocean on the surface. It feels like I need air, man. Okay, alright. So there is a lot of like doing things for yourself, doing things for what makes you feel satisfied. I feel like with all this card, I feel like you are in a relationship or a situation or a family or a situation dynamics where you felt obligated to be there for them, to really, and you really took their they're not really bad people or anything. I don't think there is a bad intention. They just, who you are or who they are, it doesn't match. And with this emotional entanglement, you felt stuck there because of this emotional obligation, because of this emotional entanglement and this tie and bond and what you have with other people. But you have been dreaming subconsciously for this movement to show yourself who you are truly, not really holding yourself back. And this time you really delve deep into it and figure that out, that is actually holding you back. Look at this. This mermaid is supposed to go in the water, not sitting on the thing and just holding in the ship. God, everything is falling on the floor. I'm telling you, this month reading, like all of the cards are falling on the floor. Alright, okay, let's get more cards. Ace of Wands in reverse, yes. You could not do something, you could not be, you could not follow your passion. Scorpio. You could not, let's say you want to do something which may not be, it's like atypical, unconventional, but you felt like there is some kind of emotional stuckness that you have been, and that this has been calling you for quite a while. This dreamy card with the three is all about creativity, be you. It may not match with other mass, you know, it may not match with the popular demand, but it's you. But you couldn't do it for some reason, but now things are moving, things are forwarding. Is it forwarding? Is it moving forward? Alright, it's fine. Communication is for communication, not for perfection, right? As long as you get what I'm trying to say, I did my job. Today, cards are not coming up very easily for you, huh? The world, completion. Not only completion, and completion with understanding that what needs to be completed. Oh my god, that's why the chariot is there. That's why do you see that how everything is aligning? How everything is aligning, like the energy, whole energy that you are in. World is also, it's a last card in the major arcana. It's like it comes right after everything. Worlds is like understanding what is really important in your life to follow your purpose. Or if you don't believe in purpose, what if then you realizing like what is really important for you to be you, you know? If you believe that life is a random act of incidents, that's your belief. But you are realizing, or if you believe there is a certain purpose of what you do, and we have a dharma, that we are here for certain kind of purpose, we have certain talent or certain abilities to support those purpose. Whichever group you are realizing with the world card that what is really important to you, what matters to you the most. It's not about being with a people or group of people or being with certain kind of project just because you feel that you are emotionally connected or you are emotionally invested, and how they are going to feel because you have built this relationship and you care for their opinion and judgment. But right now with the world, starfish, the chariot, you are feeling like what you are really realizing what is important to you, what you need to do in order to be you. And you realize that you need to show up. You cannot hide anymore. You cannot hide who you are. You cannot hide a certain kind of emotion if you have somebody. Whatever it is under the water, you are bringing on the surface as a form of wave. That's why there is a movement. Wave is a movement. Wave takes water molecule from one place to another place. It doesn't have to be gigantic waves. But in order for any movement to happen, especially in the water realm, the mild wave, ripples, mild wave, that needs to happen. Five of Cups, yes, right under well. You delve deep, and when you delve deep, you realize that there is this. I don't think that the stuckness, it was not like a dominant abusive power. It's stuckness because of the emotional entanglement. Let's say you understand that, I don't have to explain this, like let's say you really wanna go to a different place and start to do something like where you feel that you can feel home, but you have been staying in your hometown because you feel like you know this place, because you feel like you have all these friends, you have this family, you have these siblings, they are all living together. How can you just leave them and go to some place just because you feel like that is your call? It's not like people are deprived, but people, you feel like somehow you are entangled with them. But when you delve deep, you felt sorrow, you felt that those cups are not filled. You feel that sorrow, that those cups are not really filling you up. And you turn back. You turn back. That's why the movement is there, because you are looking for this too. You are looking for this fulfillment, what can bring yourself the sense of you that you really vibe with, that you really in tune with. Maybe not people are aware of because you don't show that. Knight of Wands. I'm gonna get one more card because I really don't feel like you are that forceful with your movement. I feel like you are more like a chariot, like very self-confident and very kind of spiritually empowered movement, rather that movement by impulse. Okay, maybe you feel that when, because here is the irony, it's like complete dichotomy here. See, one is stable, holding the rope, stuck, another is full force. That's why, okay, now I get it. And I told you that you have been dreaming about it. You felt that you stuck, you felt that urge to move, you felt that urge to follow your passion, you felt that urge to follow your love, you felt that urge to follow your guts, you felt that urge to follow your creativity. But this reason you couldn't do it, but you felt that this is not your external embodiment of your action, this is your internal. You feel like sometimes it feel like, oh my god, I need to do that, I need to do that. This water like it's gonna explode and come like as a volcano, but that doesn't mean that you are really running around in the our material real world. That's how you felt. This is your inner world. When you felt those stuck, you felt that. Even though outside, look at this, how calm and content they are. Maybe you did not show to others that how you really feel, but inside you had this kind of, oh my god, I need this movement, I need my career to move on, I need some kind of spark in my love life, I need some kind of spark in my creativity, because I know that I'm not leaving who you are, who I am. And you felt all this boiled of energy to do something, go after. Yes. Oh god, I'm so much into body. Did you see? I'm like moving, like it's like a dance going on here. I like it. I have a lot of water placement, but I'm like a Libra sun. I'm very much like in my kind of composed in my demeanor, like when I outside wise. So whenever I get into my body, I feel very good. I feel like, oh, finally. Tower in reverse, a major changes that needed to happen in past, because this is the past energy, right? Being stuck, being dreamy, being wishing. This is the present energy. You're going for it. In past energy, you felt that urge, you felt that tower needs to, this change needs to happen, but you couldn't really make it happen because of this entanglement, because of this, that you feel obliged, you feel that no, it just not having that oomph, that Ace of Wands, that oomph was not there, but now it's there. And that's why the tower is in reverse. It needed to happen for quite a long time. That's why you have been dreaming about it. You have been subconsciously calling for this energy to move like chariot, but it just did not happen before. It just, yeah, that's fine. That was not the time. Let's get more card. This, give me more card. Layer. Let's get a card for, I'm gonna start from this way because this is past, this is present. Let's get a card from Tower. We got Two of Pentacles and Six of Swords. Yeah. Okay. Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna get into this more, of course. Just give me a minute. I'm gonna get another layer for Knight of Wands, even though I'm pretty sure that's that, but it's not about surety, it's about adding layers, because we are complex being, you know. We are not a linear programmed being. There is a lot of things going on. Sometimes you acknowledge, sometimes you don't, because of a lot of other situation applies, but our other condition apply. But we have a lot of layers. If you really pay attention to our being, there's a lot of layers, a lot of things are happening at the same time, simultaneously. Queen of Wands in reverse. Yes. Two Wands, Knight of Wands and Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay, let's get into this. So Knight of Wands is your past energy, internal, like how you felt like you don't have that intuition, you did not feel that confidence, you did not feel, you are very intuitive sign, I don't have to tell you that, you know that very well, but you feel like you are not in power of that talent. You feel like you are not really feeling that intuition, you don't feel that kind of confidence that this is what my call is it, or I'm just trying to escape from this boredom, or is it really I'm really want to do something. Then you kind of maybe guessed about like who I really am. Is there a real such thing that who you really are? Maybe we just respond to whatever happened to us, we are not really anybody, we just survive or just respond to all those kind of thoughts, kind of kept to like did not act, made you act on it, make you act on it, because you are not confident, you are not confident in what you are and what you wanted at that moment. With the Queen of Wands in reverse, even though you felt that urge to move, burst out and do something, burst out, and because that, like look at this is like a very, oh, I'm a good girl kind of energy. Okay, I'm a good girl, I'm gonna be here. But inside you are like, oh my god, I know what's going on inside. You want to burst out of this bubble, but you are not sure about your own desire. Then you thought, okay, maybe who I am, I want to do all these things, but really, am I really good at it? Those kind of things kind of came up. That's why the Tower is in reverse, because Tower, this change is made it to happen long time ago, but that's fine. Everything happens in their own time. Because you have been this, thoughts, how you are gonna combine. Two of Pentacles is a very spiritual energy. Two of Pentacles is balancing out yin and yang, balancing out the polarity, balancing out the darkness and the light, shadow and light, balancing out those things and really making a form. In a traditional tarot, it's actually binded with the infinity thread, because that's how we exist. There is always gonna be, like as I was saying, that there is always gonna be like this, not everything is gonna be the way no energy can survive that long just being in a one place. Energy gonna shift. Today you are feeling certain way towards something, certain way towards someone. Tomorrow you're gonna feel differently. I mean, not differently, I mean completely not. Like today you may feel very positive, you are so full of appreciation. Tomorrow you are gonna feel like, okay, this person needs to work on that. That doesn't mean you don't appreciate them. You are kind of finding, it's like a all dance between darkness and light, and both are important in our life. In our society, more and more we are getting this kind of, like postmodernism. I don't know, I don't want to get into all this critical thing. It's like everything feels like that anything darkness is like, oh, like spirituality doesn't mean eliminate darkness. Spirituality is understanding your own darkness and own your darkness, own your shadow side, because nothing without shadow, light cannot exist. Same, the without light, shadow cannot exist. We need both, but understanding both power, that is our power. That is what you are all about, Scorpio. And you are bringing yourself come on the face. on the surface, and you didn't know how to make this connection between these two polar opposite, and you feel like that that's why you feel stuck. Six of Swords is all about movement, knowing that there are going to be something obstacle, knowing that there are going to be something unknown ahead, but moving ahead with the belief and believe in your own spirit and guided by your intuition. That is all about Six of Swords in upright. Six of Swords reverse, you couldn't believe that because you are not sure about your own ability, you are not sure about what you wanted, you are not sure about who you are, and all this different kind of belief system. You feel like, okay, maybe there is no such thing called who you are and follow your who you are. Maybe we just, this is my life and I need to just nurture it. Maybe I don't need to think about who I am and who I can become. But when the urge is too strong, nothing can stop you. You are who you meant to be, so you need to follow this path. So allow this to happen, and I think this month from onwards you are going to be allowing this to happen. You're not going to be holding back anymore. Okay, let's get more card on this. Let's get one for Five of Cups. Oh my god, look at this. I got Chariot again. You are moving on. You have a total clarity of your situation. You understand that there is no point of being holding on to something and feeling sorry for people. Oh, they are living in this town, I need to be with them, otherwise they are going to be feeling I'm not a good daughter, I'm not a good son, or I'm not a good wife, or like all this blah 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 definition that we put ourselves into and tie ourselves into, and not really be who we really meant to be and explore on that. We are letting go of all this kind of unnecessary sadness. You understand that there is, it's more important to be who you are and shine who you are. Let it on the surface and let people accept. Maybe you feel like like you are gonna be not accepted. People wants to hear what is there in others people's heart. We are so done with all this fake thing, like just saying things, advertisement, advertisement of our emotion, advertisement of our sensitivity. People really, I'm telling you, like, being an artist, I know that, like, people really, like, every time I go for an art show or some kind of movie screening or something, I feel that whenever something genuine comes on the screen and whenever something genuine is on the wall, people react. People wants that. Nobody wants to see all this synthetic thing anymore. We feel like that's what the our media is telling us, because that's how they get the money. But people really want to see who you are. There is this hunger for that, because we have been deprived for this for quite a while now. And you're realizing that I'm gonna be this horse and I'm gonna be charged up with my inner light and I'm gonna go ahead. I'm not gonna be held up in this darkness or this confusion, on this dilemma, and call it in a maturity, and call it in a supportive nature to my friends or family or partners. They need to understand who I am and let me be. You understanding this thing. This is so beautiful reading. I mean, and this understanding that how you are gonna hurt them, maybe your movement, maybe you being you may hurt them. Maybe they feel like, oh, you are abandoning them because of you, like you wanna be you, that kind of sentimentality, that kind of bind, kind of hold you back. But you are like, look at this, from Five of Cups to Chariot, like what a energy shift. It's like shoop, all of a sudden this rubber band just broken. All of a sudden this extreme energy just accelerated, and it just going in the all of a sudden 110 miles per hour starting like speed, knowing focus, 2-time Chariot. It's not a joke, matter of joke. Get one more card for the world, and then we should stop the reading. Two card flew off. Okay. Alright. Okay, Sun in reverse and the Four of Pentacles. World. Yeah. That is what you are ending. That is what you are understanding now. That you have been in this kind of content mode. And sea crab, another water. So many waters. Water. Being content, being feel like you are not ready, being feel like whatever you have, that is what you meant to have. There's the same thing, lack of confidence in you, who you are, and you have been in that mode. That stagnancy. For some reason, I don't know, maybe it could be for only for few people. I feel like for some reason, if you are connecting with this, you may be from a very small town. You may not live there now, or you could be, but you may be from a very small town. I feel like there is a very small, I don't know why I feel like that. There is maybe for somebody. I don't know, it just came to my mind. And you feel like that you are blocking your own clarity, blocking your own sun. See? Sun. You are putting sun on the starfish. You are showing the world or to yourself who you are. You are not sure about before, and that's what you are coming to an understanding, the world, what is most important to you. You realize that you can show sunlight on yourself. Let the sunshine in, and act on it. Go for it. Show yourself to the world. Don't be afraid that you are going to be hurting other people with Five of Cups. Moving forward, be you. Have confidence in who you are and what kind of. It's really spiritual. It's really spiritual. It may sound very basic because we have been listening to everywhere all the advertisement go, be who you are. The only thing you can be is you. What does that mean? Those lines become so cliche and so basic that we just feel like being you, just acting on how others act. Being you means being accepted. And being accepted means accepting certain rules and, customs. You are realizing that, no, I am going to be me. I'm going to bring this sun in my life. That's why you are well in reverse. That's what I thought. Why it is, I usually like it all. I don't take, but it felt very significant here. You are coming from darkness to light. You have deep understanding of your own worth. You have deep understanding of who you want to be and who you are. I don't know how else I've been hammering on it for quite a while, because this line is reduced to its cheapness. We see it on a t-shirt, we see it on a billboard, we see it on everywhere. Be you, be you. What does that mean? In this media-oriented society that we live in, it's very hard to be you, because we are always looking for. This whole society is making us accustomed to asking for validation, asking for acceptance from the peer, from others. Then how can you be you when you do not follow the mass, when you do not go by the popular demand? That's very hard to be you, no matter how much you advertise, because they don't understand what they're saying. They just wanna, because they know people like to hear that, be you. It gives a certain sense of confidence, certain sense of authority or autonomy onto themselves. But what does that mean, be you? You are really understanding that and you are acting on it. This is beautiful, Scorpio. You always surprise me, like you are so courageous and brave that people have a lot to learn from you. If you don't, dwell in your darkness for too long, I know that you need to go there in order to understand the situation. And there is an you at the sign who understand the importance of darkness in order to bring light. So I will never discourage you to go deep and to go dark, because without darkness you will never see the importance of understanding the importance of light. Then we take light for granted, and then we don't do anything good with that light. And you do that, and oh, I admire you guys. I admire you. Alright guys, hope you get. By the way, guys is unisex word, so it has no gender in it. if you don't know. Hope you know already. Anyway, I'm gonna stop being sassy, and bye bye. Take care, okay? Take care. Follow your guts. Follow you. Bye bye.